EA Sports. It's in the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the response, how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set, 180. I'm coming.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You're not ready. You're not ready. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double
Now a handoff for Lindsey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
And it's third down.
180.
Mayfield looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield down. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The tackle there by John Johnson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Looks good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quick.
He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got a man. It's Kellen Winslow. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mayfield. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Lutz is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Well, a second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now it's Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Yeah, I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing, Mayfield. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Well, that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, And giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Kittle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coach...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run it with Gurley, continuing to fight for more. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marvin Jones, 45 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Cowboys 29. Will Lutz set to kick off.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And he's got to be frustrated, bottled up for the 3rd straight play. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set. 180. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43. Switch, Sunday.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score, Cowboys 42.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.